Hello. We are about to get started. We go ahead and shut down a couple things here. Welcome to Chaotic Calling Streaming. I am the DM Starwin, and we're about to go back into our Elsparia game, Trails to the Past. Let's get some music going here. These guys were listening to epic music. However, my browser wouldn't let me hear it. So we'll go to peaceful. All right. So, last time, let's see here. We have with us today Faustus.
I hate men.
And then we have Kronk.
Are you savoring your night?
And we have Orin.
Oh, let's get to our destination already.
Then we have Arthur.
Good evening.
And we have Ori.
I just love everything.
After securing a new home for We Rise as One, our group manages to return to Dragonspine and get a long and much needed rest. If I'm not mistaken, we had a conversation with Arthur along the way from this point about the changeling and stuff like that. I didn't want to bring too much to it, but I just want to mention that that conversation did happen. We Rise as One manages to capture two gnolls into their collective as they make their way into the sewers of Dragonspine. There were some rationalities being dealt with as Surfik has left the city to go to Timor already and hopes to find the captain and his ship and get to the mages of the Arcana, all in hopes to get the true polymorph. With both Amara and Surfik out of the party, the group considers ? I don't know if they do, but I know Faustus was considering the loss of Surfik, if not anyone else. Trying to booze his way through his feelings, Faustus managed to ingest 2 takers of bootliquor before falling unconscious, and barely recalling the scaly form of Shella as she enters the tavern. Shella babysits him by holding his hand the entire time he sleeps. Arthur, who had intentions on keeping an eye on him, I'll put a question mark on that one, took off as soon as Shella came in. From there, you guys pretty much had your long rest. You then, at your earliest conveniences in different turns, visited shops and the Adventure Guild, where I believe everybody now is a member, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And rewards were given from the previous quest of bringing the rats to the city. I don't think that was part of it, but they were taken care of. And you guys are now on a mission to leave for Timor proper, and west is the destination. And upon the way, you run into a group of Yanti Malisons, and this just kind of like angered poor Faustus. Shella and Ori were at the head of this party and got jumped. Very good perception checks from these two. And the fighting ensued, and now the fighting has ended. And I think that's where we left off, right at the end of that fight, right?
Yep, Arthur is beating
Yeah.
up on a person with a tail.
Oh yeah, that's right. Arthur's beating the snot out of his kill, and everybody's just catching their breath. And we'll pick up from there, guys. Are you all right, Faustus?
It's nothing, just working through some aggression. As he takes his hair and like parts it back to the side as it had gotten unmangled during the fight.
Don't worry, I'm here for you. And she tries to reach for your hand. Anybody else doing anything? Besides beating the tail on the killed Yanti.
I want to look for what they have on them.
Yeah, that requires one of them beautiful investigations. So give me an investigation, and I will investigate if they had anything on them to begin with.
Okay, I'll give myself guidance.
Yeah, I see a couple of things I can have.
Investigation.
Nice. Nice.
No, it's best to get it out of the way now.
Yeah. You look over
it's
the
technically not a natural one.
still, you rolled it. And
Oh yeah, it is technically a 2 because I have a negative on it. So technically it's a 2.
fair, but unfair. But at any rate. So you look through and you're unable to find anything of interest on any of them.
What about their weapons?
Scattered to the winds. You don't see them anywhere nearby.
They got scorched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. There was this scorching rays that's been happening. Now, Ori, what is your investigation for? Make sure you do these on your own initiative, unless you're offering to help.
I was offering to help.
I mean,
Orn probably would not accept her help, actually.
all right, there you go. So if you want to investigate on your own, then we'll go with that instead. So apparently the one he investigated did not have any weapons on them. They got thrown to the wind, lost somewhere in the debris. But you, Ori, were able to turn around and investigate the two behind you. And you could find two scimitars and two longbows and two quivers of about 15 arrows in each one.
Okay, so
I'll
can I
type it
take
out.
the longbow and
You can take whatever you want.
okay.
Krunk's
How
gonna.
much
There you
does
go.
a longbow have?
What do you mean?
How much damage does it have?
You can pull it over from the sheet and add it to your thing and find out. I believe it's a 1d8 plus 2. Or depends on your modifier, actually. 1d8.
1d8 plus dex.
Yeah, it also depends on what kind of bard you are if you're proficient in it.
To be fair, you can still use it if you're not proficient in it. You just won't get a proficiency bonus to attack rolls.
I believe Kronk was saying something. What did you have for me, friend?
Krunk's just gonna move all the Yanti underneath to the trees after everyone's done pocketing them.
I'm gonna go over here, maybe. And then
Gotta help them trees grow.
Yeah. So, Kronk, are you gonna move the one that he's beating with a tail at the moment?
Yeah, if you take a short break, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's something we role play real quick. Like you go up there and watch him continue beat this thing. And does Arthur take a break at any point here, or what?
Yeah, once the tail's gone, and there's not much up to the head left. So
Yeah. The tail's been berated into like a braid of bony material at this point. Most of the flesh been smashed off. Wow, you are really not proficient with a longbow, are you? Longbow should be using dex, not strength, right?
Correct.
Why is her saying strength?
No idea.
Well, that's why you're not proficient with a longbow.
Yeah, she's probably not proficient with them.
No, like she should be using dex instead of strength. Here, I'll fix it for you. Like, I guess it's one of those things. It depends upon what you are capable of doing. Then again, I might have to look that up. Huh. Because longbows might be a strength weapon because it takes more effort to pull back the string, right?
No, it's a dex weapon. I use it on Scythe, and I play a lot of warp fighters that do longbow, so it's a dex.
I think what happens is that Roll20 automatically sets weapons you're not proficient in to strength
Yeah, that might be it
There you
too.
go.
as like a default for like most weapons, since most weapons use strength and not dex.
Yeah, that probably is why, actually.
I'm just making a guess because that sounds like something they would program.
Yeah, that's probably it. Then again, even the previous ideal even makes sense as well. At any rate,
Because it is a ranged weapon, so.
yeah, but like it's a ranged weapon that requires a bit of pull in order to pull it back. I mean, I could see strength being part of it. Like it might be versatile in that way. At any rate, continue on, my friend.
Are you done with him yet?
I'm just looking at the tail. I think at this point, yes.
All right.
Tosses it back down and just walks away.
You will help the trees grow.
I think that we should go and continue on our way.
Yes, I can't really stand the sight of them much longer.
Yeah, might as well just go.
All right, well, let's keep going then. And yeah, she reaches for your hand, Faustus.
He has accepted his fate for now.
Okay, so there we go. I'm looking forward to meeting the parents soon.
But yes, I am sure it will be quite the experience for you.
All right, go ahead and give me a marching order here. You can go 2 by 2, or you can go straight in a line, however you want to do it. Whoever's in front, who's ever in the middle. Top part is forward, back part is further away, and there are 2 crops on my screen, so I'm taking one off. Why are the 4 protected people in the back?
We are looking for foodstuffs and herbs for teas and medicine.
Personal reasons.
I get it. I am the one who's supposed to spring the traps. I'm on it.
So, no, Stella, you disarm the traps, not spring them.
What? How does that work?
You look for the trap before it goes off, and then you disable it.
But there's no fun in that.
I can't figure those two out, Kronk. Sometimes I think Faustus doesn't want anything to do with Charlotte, and then other times he does.
He said she is a wonderful handholder.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We should look for some herbs around here, actually, Kronk, or on our trip we might find some.
I looked earlier. It is very plain in this area.
Well, before we start looking, let me know. I can use something to maybe help you.
Let's see, we're probably looking close to the evening hours at this point, right? As you guys are traveling and talking.
I have heard of this new root. It's called sarsaparilla. You can make a great drink out of it.
I actually don't drink, so it's not my thing.
It is not the kind of drink you find in bars.
That's interesting.
There was a guy named Barks. He said the sarsaparilla had bite.
What kind of bite?
I do not know. He was still making it when I met him.
Well, maybe we can find some sarsaparilla roots. And then make it ourselves.
I don't always roll 80s. Alright.
So I'm afraid I must ask, Ori, where exactly did you learn your talents?
Oops, sorry. I learned it in a school back home.
Oh, was it of the prestigious sort?
Oh yes, very much.
Was it? That might explain it then.
Alright.
There's a sort of the sort of saying about the ratio of money spent and talent earned.
Oh, really? What kind of?
A ratio that I don't think you want to be notified of.
Oh,
Arth-
okay.
Arthur, give me a perception check as they're all having conversations.
All right, give me a second here.
Yep. But please continue with your conversation.
I will say that you at least have gusto.
Yes, I do.
What's gusto?
This is Gusto.
Wow, if I had hair, I bet it'd be blowing right now.
Quick question. Chili is considered a smaller creature, correct?
Yeah, technically. Let me see how much she weighs, because I bet there's a weight limit here. I don't even know if it has a weight here.
Nice, Arthur.
Huh, interesting. She is a small humanoid, though. So, one medium or smaller creature that you choose must make a straight save. Okay, hold on. Let's get that done. Wow! And she manages to stay up, I believe. What's your DC?
Oh, shoot. Should just be 14, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she rolled really well on that one. She has like a -2. Rolled a 19, -2, plus -2. Yeah, she's just waving her face into the gust and just enjoying the breeze. It's not windy. It's slightly breezy.
Ooh.
It's just a small gust of wind.
So that's gusto.
That's
So-
all the gusto I have.
No, gusto is like a sort of energy to do something that your heart is set on.
Well, his heart is set on making the wind blow, so there you go.
I didn't think that Crunk was so set on blowing you.
Hey, that sounds perverted.
Faustus, would you like me to blow you?
I am perfectly fine.
Just don't use the Kronk when there's fire around, unless we need to spread fire. Could be useful.
I think it would be incredibly irresponsible for us to burn down a forest or a town.
Not my wish to burn down the forest.
Well, sometimes if we need more to enhance a flame, wind can help with that. I wasn't suggesting in a forest, but like say in a tight space, possibly.
Won't that just devoid the space of all the oxygen and suffocate us?
Maybe. But it depends on where you blow it. If we're outside the cave and trying to blow it into the cave.
It's like, perhaps we don't lead with the fire and keep it as more like an option J or K.
Maybe.
All right. With your perception check from earlier, there, Arthur, you notice a couple of large movements in the forward part of the direction you're heading into. Like there's some movements, and they're huge creatures, but you can barely tell what they are from the distance at the moment. They seem to be trying to use the brush to hide themselves.
And I do believe with that, I'm going to try and shove everybody into a bush and hide us.
So, yeah, tell us what you do. So, Faustus, tell me more about
Is this
this
before
gusto.
or after we got blown into the bush? But as I said, it's like, you know, when you do something with gusto, you're excited to do it. You have the energy for it. It's like you feel like nothing can stop you.
Oh boy,
Whenever-
I feel like nothing can stop me right now.
She
Arthur
says
just
with
has-
irony.
Go ahead, Arthur.
Arthur just has sword half drawn. Realizes the size of the movements. Like, shit. Alright, everybody into a bush now.
But,
Okay.
but the bush has thorns. It'll mess up my hair? Maybe not. Hey, Ori.
Ow.
Do you think Faustus doesn't like me because I don't have any hair?
I'm sure he loves you just as much when you have hair as when you don't.
But I don't have hair.
Well, then he loves you just as much.
Hmm. Ori, will you shave your head and let me have your hair?
Maybe.
This conversation is way too loud, by the way, Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull this one sword and just try to shush them real quick.
Make
I'm gonna look
a
over
br-
at Kronk.
Yeah, I'll pull my mace on them and tell them to shut up quietly.
Alright, make an intimidation only on Shella. Like, Ori's her own free will. She can read the room, I hope.
Okay.
But I
Be
don't.
quiet.
Yeah. So roll your intimidation, Ori. I don't know what you're talking about, Ori. That mace doesn't look like it can do much damage.
I will kill you myself.
Not if they kill us
No, Shella?
first. And she points
Shella?
to the. Yes?
Maybe we should be a bit quiet and Gisuna so we don't get stepped on.
Oh, yes, I
I've heard it's
totally
not a fun way to
agree.
go.
I totally agree because there's like 2 giant creatures out there that are about to kill us right now. And I need
I'm gonna,
everybody
of
to roll
course, her
initiative.
snout shut.
And I need everybody else to roll initiative. Oh, beautiful. Don't allow me to roll a kobold. You will regret it. If you invite me to any games, don't give me kobolds. I will make it a field day in order to... Yeah, at any rate. Them on the initiative? Oh, no. It's not. Group initiative. What? Sorry, there's some new updates to the initiative. Hmm.
That is dramatic music.
Yeah. I'm sorry it's taking a while, but Roll20 decided to change stuff on us when we weren't looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was only for the entire moment of you guys wandering the road. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to play. Top of the order is Faustus, as you see these 2 large creatures lurching around the road, coming towards you and your party. And Shella just.
It's like, of course. Yeah, so with that, Faustus is going to move his hex spell onto this one.
Mhm.
Because thankfully that's still active from the last fight.
Yeah, we technically didn't say an hour has passed, did we?
Well, actually, at level 3, I think it actually starts lasting for 8 hours.
Ooh.
I can double check that.
You might need to see your doctor afterwards, though.
Da 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 da.
All right, so
Then,
you move your, you move your hex. What's next?
Yeah, just go ahead and double checking that detail just to be safe. So that's slot 3rd or 4th level. Maintain your concentration on this spell for up to 8 hours. Yep.
Go see it.
All right.
Afterwards. Your Patreon's got some pink.
All right, and with that, so yeah, he's gonna go ahead and just start blasting because he just kind of expects that they already know where they are.
Mm-hmm. They seem to be sneaking their way over.
His previous experience with direwolves, just like they just know. Even if you don't think they know, they know. All right, with that, badoop badoop. It's the eye of the warlock. It's the thrill of the fight.
So
And,
basically, the first one needed to be rolled at disadvantage. So you hit, but with disadvantage. So only the second one hits, and then you get to re-roll the next one straight.
Disadvantage from being hidden, or
It's a displacer beat. From being a displacer.
oh Jesus!
Yes, yes. So just roll the 26 on there.
All right, then I'll roll the.
And
I'll have to
this-
roll the
that-
other one.
Yeah,
with
the other one will
disadvantage.
be straight. No, this one will be straight because you hit it.
Oh, it's a straight
So,
roll.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so whenever you hit it, it loses the effect of whatever it had, and it doesn't get it back till its next turn. So now you can hit
That is
it
a
straight.
sad way to lose a critical, frankly. But oh
I
well.
know. I actually laughed after I read the ability a little closer. Like, this is gonna suck for somebody, but yeah, I kind of
I'm
feel
the
you guys.
last known survivor of the Dawnbreakers.
Do you want to move? Because you look like you don't want to be in the front.
I mean, from what I can tell, I'm not technically in the front, but it's just like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's
that
like I
sounds
think I heard it.
Well, lucky for you, it's not next. It's the other one. Let's see. I'll check the movement on these bad boys, and then we'll get right into it. 40. Lovely. This is within 40. Everybody there is within 40. Ah! 1, 2,
Oh,
and
crap.
3. From left to right, and 3 is Arthur. Oh, crap. Hey, Ori. How's it going?
Oh boy.
How's that AC looking? Tell me your AC before I start doing it. You know
One
what?
second.
I'm gonna actually have him,
14.
yeah, I'm gonna actually have him right here. He has a 10-foot reach. I forgot to read that part. 14. All right, let's see if we can avoid it. Oh, this is going to the GM. Let me see if I can change that. Well, 1 hits, and I'll fix it there. And you take 10 bludgeoning and 2 piercing, as a tentacle tail comes lashing out and stabs into you. And I will
Okay.
change it so you guys should be able to see it. Where is it at?
9 hit points left.
Yeah,
You better save me.
you're fine. Besides, you can cast your own healing spells, remember?
That's right.
All right, next up is Arthur.
I think here real quick. Well, at this point, it's either take. Oh, no, never mind. I'm still in reach of it. So with both weapons drawn, I'm just going to charge it and try to hack a leg off or a tentacle.
Okay. So you move in. All right.
Yeah, right about there. And go ahead and roll with the first attack with disadvantage. Yes.
Yes on this one. Ew, a miss.
Ooh.
And disadvantage on the next one too.
Yikes.
So like there's some weird imagery going on here. Your optics are not picking up where this creature actually is. And you stab into it, but then that imagery just kind of like shifts and reasserts itself 3 feet away from where you actually hit. And then you swing again, and then once again it just optically shifted once more. Another 2 feet back into another spot where you were trying to aim for, but were unable to hit it. Anything else for your turn, Arthur?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up by about 5 feet.
Do realize, well, technically you're still in its threat range. All right.
Yep.
Fair enough. Frank, you're up.
All right. Can I roll history to see if I've ever seen one of these guys before or not? Something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Yeah, history will work. Let's see here. You may have ran into these once or twice, but they were docile creatures being taken care of by some very heavy guarded people.
Know if they have immunities or anything?
I'm not sure you as a portal had a confrontation directly to know anything. But even if you did know immunities or anything, there's nothing that they're immune to.
All right.
But
So
you know they are fast, so they have a speed of 40. I'll give you that one.
So I cast acid arrow on it, and apparently it's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss, my friend. Anything else?
I'm gonna stand in front of the squishies.
Very well. Faustus did all that damage.
It
Yeah.
calculated the plus I got on that, right?
I would hope
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I thought
2
my
plus
Jill
3
shows were
plus
bad.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, your proficiency's on there, your wisdom's on there. And this creature bounces behind you, Arthur, but its tail is in a direction to go after Falcon. And it looks like Latich has resub. Welcome back, Latich, to the calling. 11 and a 19 on Faustus.
The 19 hit.
And I think we knocked you the F out.
That's a no, because I still have 10 HP.
Do you? I only see 10 here. So where are you at?
It's like I had 10 temporary hit points. So those are gone. I have now 6.
Alright, cool. So adjust your hit points, my friend. You should be able to enter in your temporary hit points in the underbar of your character sheet. So make sure you use that and it'll adjust your bar on the outside.
Why I did put it in there, but
Did
for
it
whatever
not work?
reason doesn't show up on the. Yeah, it didn't show up on the roll 20.
Hell, that's some bullshit. Huh. Alright, well, they will just tell roll 20 they need to fix their shit. Alright, so he came over there, striked out twice, and now, Ori, it is your turn.
I cast healing word on me.
Alright, you recover 9 plus 5, which is what, 14?
14.
And do you wish to take an action?
1 second.
No, you can't take a second. You gotta hurry. Rush. Don't be too.
Is that all I can do?
You have an action, since Healing Word is a bonus
Okay.
action. However, you can't cast another spell that requires a spell slot.
Okay, so I can do Vicious Mockery.
You can do that, or you could shoot that new bow you got.
Or the okay.
Okay, which one? Left or right?
Left.
Alright, that hits. Wait, yeah, it hits.
Alright.
Roll damage.
16 piercing.
Well, that's some damage. Better than a vicious mockery, I'll tell you that much. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah. Nope.
Nothing? You want to move?
Nope.
Probably a good idea. I think you're within range.
Oh, you want me to move?
No, I don't want you to
Probably.
move. No, it's up to you if you move or not. Let me see what Shella has. No, you don't have to move. If you're fine where you are, you're fine where you are. I was just saying you would probably prompt attack of opportunity if you did move. Because you're within his 10-foot reach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't move.
Alright, about to say, if you want to give me a free slap, I'm always up for it.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess Shella will just cast a firebolt. At level, yeah, okay. So she'll do a firebolt. On the left one that Ori is on. Oh, manages to do 4 fire damage. Orin.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up here. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon beside me.
Oh, by the way, this displacer beast does have his thing back up.
Yes, so my Spiritual Weapon's gonna be here. I'm going to attack with the Spiritual Weapon first.
Go for it. At disadvantage. 19 still hits.
19.
Yep, roll damage. Alright,
9.
What's next?
Then I'm going to use my mace. 18
Hit.
hits. And 10 bludgeoning damage.
There was a reason we put you in the front line. And with that, you're able to deal a total of 19 points of damage this round. As you batter into this beast, and it kind of like hisses and tries to duck back, and you slam into it. Anything else?
And I am done.
You are done?
Yep.
Faustus, you're up.
He gonna do what he gotta do.
Sing a little ditty.
'Cause I'm cool like the rain and I'm hot like the sun. I'm a neon rainbow and you're no fun.
Yeah, first one missed, second one hits. And he's looking worse for wear. Still hanging on in there, though, as you slam into it. This, if both shots probably hit, you might have had it. But one of them just glances off its strength, pretty muscular build. Like, look at this thing. This thing's built like a truck. Anything else for you, Faustus?
That'll be it.
All right, Displacer Beast's turn has arrived again, so therefore the effect returns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 subjects of target. We'll call Arthur 1 and then go 2, 3, and 4 in that order. So we'll go after our turtle friend. So the Displacer Beast turns its attention to the turtle and swings twice at him.
Both hit.
Wow. That was a weak damage there from it. 7 bludgeoning and 5 piercing, and then 6 and 6, which equals 12. 24. 24. The second one knocks you out. Kronk?
User.
Okay, I just wanted to verify. The second one knocked you out. I just wanted you to be the one to say it.
I said it did. I must have.
Yeah, you got cut off. You got cut off. Yeah. Discord decided to say, no, Kronk didn't pass out. What are you talking? No, we saw it. Kronk passed out. So, yeah, Kronk gets slapped to the ground. And Arthur, it's your turn.
I'm looking right at the second one. Gonna hold my sword up at it. You knocked my friend out. Now I'm gonna kill your friend here. Turn around and slash tentacles off until it's dead.
All right, good luck with that. Go ahead and make an attack roll. That will hit because it doesn't have its bonus thing and still would have hit. Ooh. So you do that. You chop off its tentacles and blood gushes out, and then eventually this cat just took too much damage and falls to the ground, slumping to its death. Anything else?
And I am weirdly on 25 health. I don't think I took any damage last time, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to.
Looking pretty hardy.
Yeah. Oh dear. I'm just gonna go around and no, it's to be conscious, doesn't it? Let's go. I'm gonna go around and stab him anyways.
Might as well. So where do you want to be? Alright. Yeah,
Right where I am, and I'm gonna stab at the offhand.
Go for it. Dang, natural 20. Well, you already rolled your sneak attack anyway, so still. Go ahead and... Nope, wait a minute. This thing had its displacement back up, so the 18 is what hits. Not that that was much more, right?
Yeah. So that's gonna be a
one
total
falls
of
5, or actually what?
Or 2.
That's gonna be a 2.
Yeah.
Let me give him 3 health back. There you go. Kronk, I need a death saving throw. Yay, 1 success. Dead. Ori. Kronk is on the ground. What do you do?
Okay. I perform Cure Wounds at level 2.
20 hit points. Back to you, Kronk. Anything else for your turn? Or are you good where you are?
Can I attack?
No, you use an action to cure.
Okay.
Okay.
I will stay where I am.
Fair enough. Sorry, Kronk, go ahead.
I just said thank you to the lady.
Oh, you're welcome. I love healing people.
I don't! And Shella throws up. I don't know, let me see if she has another... Yeah, she could do another Scorching Ray. Nyah! 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 So, first one... Oh no, Shella, you poor creature.
It doesn't it hit.
Oh wait, yeah, wait. So he hit earlier, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
hit
so
it.
it should be gone.
Nice. That's good, because I was about to say, damn, Shella just wasted a fucking Scorching Ray. 15, 22. 22 fire damage to the beast. Good job, guys. Good job, Shella. So Shella just starts tossing firebolt after firebolt, well, in Scorching Ray form. So you can see her, like, having a food... What is it? A food fight, but with fireballs. Orin, you're up.
So I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up and then attack with that. So that would be... That misses, and then I will do Sacred Flame against it.
So it has to do a
Uh,
DC deck save.
Ooh, these things are pretty decked.
Yeah, I was
Not
expecting
this
that.
one.
Oh, not that one. So 14
Mhm.
radiant damage.
Nice. So
And then I'll just move down here.
so it kind of like ducked under your spiritual weapon, and then all of a sudden this radiant energy just burst in its face, and it's like, oh crap, and failed to move. It takes all that, and now it is Faustus' turn.
Alright, Faustus is going to move his hex onto the other displacer beast and fire away. Come on, baby, come on, you don't fight fair.
Only one hit.
Going around everywhere.
The second verse just didn't sound right. And that one goes skittering off, almost hitting Arthur, but yeah, it goes into the woods.
That's what he can do.
Yeah, the turn comes up, so displacement starts to fizzle back into existence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 targets within range. Arthur will be 1, 4 will be Shella. You can guess where the other 2 are. Well, we're going after our turtle friend. It saw that it got the attack in once. It's going to try again. Oh, only one hit. Take 12 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage there, Crump. And then it is Arthur's turn.
Am I where I can get flanking on him, or do I need to move over by one?
No, you're good where you are.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to stab twice.
Go for it. Be a straight
As is my
roll.
usual
Straight-
tactics here.
Yep, it'll be a straight roll. So, yeah, that hits. And that kills
18
it.
damage.
You got him. How do you finish it?
I'm just going to slowly skin this thing, and once I get to the head, I'm going to look at it. And hold its head. You hurt my friend? I'm going to remove yours. Head.
Blah. And there it goes. And there before
Yeah, I'm
you
taking it
lie.
back.
Yeah. And there before you lie 2 dead displacer beasts. And if this thing would have made that dex check, it wouldn't have taken any damage. Too bad it failed. But yeah, we are now out of initiative as the creatures of prey have been preyed upon.
Nice kills, Arthur.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, got him.
nice going.
Are these things coming out of the woodwork now?
Well, we are
I
walking.
hope not. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Gonna patch himself up a little bit here.
Just so you know, it is starting to get late, so you might want to start finding a suitable campsite. It's about 6 in the evening. You could probably spend another hour or 2 traveling, or you could just keep going. It's up to you guys.
I guess I'd be okay going on. We seem to have it in hand.
I would like to rest for a while.
It's
Yes,
probably best to
Or
rest.
that. I can sing my campfire song again.
You have
Or,
a campfire
you
song?
could sleep first, you know?
I do have a campfire song.
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh boy, I can't wait to sing it again.
And the two of
Orin
them-
grabs some moss from a tree and just plugs his ears.
All right, so moving these large beasts, I need a strength athletics to move these things. They are considered huge or large. Not budging, Gronk. Usually you can unstick doors with these hooves, but today you cannot move these creatures. Must be extra tired today.
It's been a long day. nightly ritual of rolling survival to make a lean-to?
Well, question is, are you guys wanting to stay here to rest, or are you going to move on further to kind of like get away from this displacer?
Probably just move a little bit up north to get away from this displacer beast, because the blood might attract other predators.
Quite the possibility.
So yes, that sounds like the more sensible thing to do.
So we head north, or in this case, west. The map is kind of like inverted in a way. And you continue traveling.
For viewers at home, just turn your head to the other side.
Nope, the other way. To the right, to the right. To the right, sure.
To the right.
Yeah. Ow, my neck. We are not
Ow,
responsible
my
for
neck.
any. We are not responsible for any neck damage that you have from trying to do such maneuvers. Just thought I'd put that disclaimer.
I think my neck is supposed to bend that way.
Yeah, well, I didn't tell you to do it, so. Send all liable lawsuits to Faustus. He's the one that did it, and he could direct you to the life insurance policies that are held in Corinthia. Is that how that works? The health insurance that your family helps with?
It's like, actually, my parents have dipped their hands in several parts of insurance. They have almost a monopoly, I should say. Almost.
Almost. But yeah, you guys continue for how long do you want to continue? Like an hour, 2 hours, or maybe just keep
Probably
going?
just 1 hour, maybe.
1 hour.
Yeah.
About 1,000 trees, I guess.
All right, sounds good. Sounds fair. 1,000 trees later, you guys find survival check is needed to find a suitable camp within range.
Kronk, you should do that, Kronk. I'll help you.
That'll work.
Sounds good.
Find a very lush open field next to a lake, and there's like an old campfire where other people have been here once or twice. So there's like an already made pit, and you can set up camp here. You can go ahead and, I don't know, we'll call this the camp. So if you want to move up here in this section. And I will draw you a lovely pond. Just a small watering hole.
It's cute.
Yeah. Go ahead and move Shell up the camp. And yeah, like I said, there is an open fire pit here. So let me find the old fire pit. Not that fire. No, the fire demon. Alright, so you guys are currently setting up your camp. How would you guys like to prepare your watches and the camp itself if you want? And also there'll be an opportunity to search the vicinity for herbs if that's needed.
Kronk would like to do his search for herbs and the freshest greens for supper if possible.
Yeah, go ahead and make a new survival check for that.
I would like to camouflage the camps. That way we could maybe avoid an ambush.
You make a survival check as well. I'm giving Kronk advantage since he found this campsite. And he had a really good roll previous to give him advantage. But you get a straight roll. It's kind of hard to get this to where you want it. But you think you've hidden it from view of the road, but anything else it might be hard to conceal any further without dampening the spirits of the camp, like putting out the fire or whatnot. Let's see here. What sounds good, my good friend? Trump?
Some wild lettuce and maybe some radish.
Fair enough. I'll give you 10 radishes and a big armful of wild lettuce. Like, there is just a big old patch of it, and this is just what you can carry for the moment.
All right, and make quote unquote taco salads for everyone.
Alright.
So it'd be lettuce, some lettuce, half the radish, some my wild onions, and some mushrooms.
Mm. You do so. And there is a meal that doesn't require rations from you guys tonight.
Warren gets a little bit of extra ginseng in his.
Speaking of,
Thank you, Kronk.
I think you also find some ginseng near the pond.
I'm still carrying some.
Okay, so if you want to like add more, like there's probably 5 sprouts that you can pull.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you guys are at camp. Go ahead and set up the watches in character if you want, or just have a conversation, and we'll get right into the night watches.
I start singing my campfire song.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's so bad.
That's a
Let's
perception
gather
check.
around the campfire and sing our campfire song.
That's a perception check. Change it to a performance.
Oh, I missed it. Performance. Here we go.
Could still be equally bad, but
There we go.
it is as good as you expect.
That's
What am I looking for? I'm looking for road tables. That's what I'm looking for.
Arthur.
Perhaps her throat is finally warming up.
Yay!
Go ahead, Chrome.
Or do you think you might be able to find us some squirrels for supper as well?
Maybe.
No.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Do turtles eat meat?
Squirrels make great kebabs.
Yes, they do.
I can help.
Keep the fire going. We would appreciate it.
Oh, okay. I am the fire starter. So if you're hunting
Perhaps
down,
keep it to fire maintainer.
what? Okay. Arthur, if you want to make a survival for squirrels.
Sure.
Up in a tree somewhere over here, there are 4 squirrels currently in conversation with each other, and they're all pointing at Orin for some strange reason.
Sacred flame.
You don't see them. You're not on this watch. This is Arthur's go.
Oh, we're on watch duty now. Okay.
Well, not on watch, but Arthur's the one who found him first. Like, you don't know nothing about it. He's the one on the survival check.
In this event, I am going to shoot them with some arrows.
Alright, so make a stealth check. That way you can... Okay, let me just
Oof.
roll...
Well, I'm gonna get to see this.
Hold on. They get disadvantage because they're looking at Orin. They get a 5, so your stealth succeeds. Yes, your natural 1 stealth succeeds. Boy, you can't wait to get reliable talent, I bet.
I can't wait for that.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back, guys.
Take your time. I'll go ahead and make your first shot. And no, the rogue doing rogue things? How did that happen? You shoot one of them, and then all of a sudden they're alerted by the death of their friend. Go ahead and do damage. And you get sneak attack because unseen attacker. and one of the squirrels fall to the ground, and now it's kind of like in initiative order. So hold on, let me remove. So this is to determine whether or not you get to kill another one before they start running like chickens. So go ahead and roll your
Well, I
initiative.
saw this happen, right? So I can now
Well,
partake in this.
he's
My
in the middle
passive
of a hunt.
perception.
He's in the middle of a hunt, dude. Nobody interrupts life when
Okay, so
he
he's
hunts.
hunting. Okay, so he's not. Well, he's not. I was thinking he was standing right there because my passive perception.
Oh,
was
well, yeah,
15,
but he was
he's not
hidden.
right
Yeah.
there.
Well, he's a little ways
Well,
from
he
the
was
camp.
hidden with a 7.
Well, I mean, still, Slide, go sit your ass down. This isn't your fight.
And they were looking at me, so that means they're close.
Yeah, but you don't know that. But let's see here. They get a 4 on their initiative. Roll your initiative, Arthur. Oh yeah, you definitely get a chance to hit one more before Warren comes in here asking what you're doing. Yeah, that hits. You can deal damage. Just be normal. 9 dead. You got 2 squirrels on the ground, and the other 2 squirrels quickly jump into the hole next to the tree and burrow themselves inside the tree. So there are 2 dead squirrels at your feet. You can collect them as you will. And Orin,
Look
you
at the-
now, yeah.
What are you up to, Arthur?
I'm gonna pick up 2 squirrels by the arrows.
Yeah.
Squirrels.
Make a survival to see how many of these arrows you get back.
Okay.
You're able to pop both arrows out of these squirrels and reclaim them. No, I don't think these squirrels have more than 1 HP.
You got 2 nice kills there, Arthur.
We hear the magical words, killing spree. Quadra kill.
I do enough of hunting on my own at the time. Or back in the day.
If there's any more squirrels next time, let me know. I'll help you hunt them.
I mean, if you can get them out of this tree, there's 2 more.
Oh, there's 2 more. Well, if we can get into the tree, or at least if I can see them, then I can get them. So I'm gonna put light on my mace and peer into the hole to see if I can see the squirrels.
Just keep in mind, the hole is way up on the top branch of this tree, and you don't know where it's at.
Oh, okay. I thought I was pointing like into a tree at the ground. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have an idea. What if we try cutting down this tree? So, I don't have an axe.
I do, but that also sounds like it would take time.
True, but if we start cutting it down, maybe they'll come out.
Or maybe the DM will give you exhaustion.
I'm gonna hit the tree with my mace a few times, like 3 times.
Okay, I'll wait and see if they come out. And with that, I'm going to hold action to shoot one of them off a branch if they come out.
Let me know if they come out, then I'll trigger my Sacred Flame on one of them. So I'll hit the tree.
Nothing.
Hit the tree again.
Oh.
And then I'll hit it again.
Make a perception check there, Arthur.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're just not involved in the scene at the moment.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
sorry.
All right.
Yes, I
continue.
can hear you.
All right, continue on. What do we got going on
I got an 11.
Yeah, you didn't see anything. His efforts must have been in vain.
Well, I guess next time we'll get him.
I guess while this nonsense was happening, Faustus would have taken like this, like remembering that he still hadn't done this yet. He opens his book and he also pulls out his new dream journal and starts copying what he wrote inside of it. Only this time in common.
All right. Do I need a rendition of this as it appears in the other book?
I literally put it in the notes part of my bio, or the treasure part of my bio.
All right, cool. I'll check that out real quick.
It's literally what how that last dream went word for word. So.
Okay, there you go. That was very short and sweet. I just needed to be reminded what the context of that dream was.
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything at the camp?
Nope.
I give Kronk the squirrels and go back to what I was doing, skulking in the back.
Okay. Kronk, you have a couple of squirrels to cook up now.
Squirrel kebabs with ginseng.
All right, make me a survival to see how well they turn out. They are delicious, or they will be once you all feast on them. And what I would like, go ahead.
I'll give one to Arthur and just offer up the other one to whoever else.
I'll take it.
All right, and with that, be thinking about what watch you want to be on, and we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break if you guys don't mind. And we'll be right back shortly. Stay tuned. Alright, we are coming back from our break. But Star, has it been 5 minutes? I don't know. I don't keep track of it. I just say it because it sounds fancy. Alright, so the camp is set. Oh, by the way, I have to remind you guys that Krim is like right there on the borderline. If anybody wants to go ahead and push him over 200 so I don't have to deal with that nonsense tomorrow, I'll be your best friend. But now, let's go back to our regularly scheduled D&D campaign. You guys have a camp set up. Food is being prepared. There are shish kebab squirrels being made. And, yeah, you guys are setting up for a watch. How's that going? Who's on first?
I'll do first watch. I'd
Anybody?
rather do first or last watch, so.
Alright, so first
I could do.
watch. Warren. Second is Arthur. Third is
Suppose I'll take third.
Faustus. And I guess. Well, who wants fourth?
Do it.
Okay, and does anybody want to be on any of the other four with somebody else? Kronk?
I'll help with the first watch.
Kronk will help on first. Alright, so Kronk and Orin. And Faustus, you know who's on watch with you.
Of course she is.
Alright, so Orin and Kronk, you guys are on first watch, and if you guys want to have a quick conversation, talk about some stuff, you can do so, and then you can make that perception check. So is there anything you guys are talking about while on watch?
Probably just general stuff.
I'm going to go into the lengthy history of this type of tree that Orin's underneath right now.
Mix it up a little. Doesn't really make sense, but perhaps in the background, yeah. So let's go ahead and do perception check. You can roll one with advantage, or you can both roll separate.
My perception is +5, so do you want me to do it, Kronk?
Yeah, it's a little bit higher than mine.
Why
can't
ain't
stop
you been
myself.
making them to begin with?
Guidance. Well, I like to decide and then throw it. I don't like to just throw it without talking to people. So.
Okay, we see all the things.
You can see some things. Like, the biggest thing that kind of like catches you off guard is the flapping of wings high above you.
Well, good thing I'm under a tree.
Yeah, and it's like high above you. It just kind of like skates through the area. And it looks like they're doing like nighttime hunting. And somewhere way back where you guys were, I think they find your displacer piece, land, and take care of nature's duty.
Kronk, I think maybe we should turn that fire off in case.
I will cast a spell and have us hidden for a while.
Sounds good.
And I'll do it right over the fire.
So now you are in complete darkness. See, what is the 15-foot radius? Alright, so let me just put an aura here.
Keep all the people by the fire safe, at least.
There is darkness in that area. Okay, wait, you might not be able to see it. Let me go to the other screen. And if I click that, you should be able to see it now. There you go. That entire area is darkness. Anything Anything else for your watch?
Kronk will just hold concentration for the full 10 minutes on it.
10 minutes
And
pass, and yeah, it eventually goes away. But your watch goes without a hitch after that. It was just one flyby of a flock of hippogriffs. Next up is Arthur.
I am going to take my armor off and put on my light armor.
All right. Well then, I'm going to just kind of get up into a tree and keep an eye out.
Alright. Make a perception check for me. Excuse me.
You okay?
No, I'm slowly dying, but we'll get used to it.
Oh no.
I mean, we all are, in our own time. As far as this double 9 goes, yeah, there's chittering going on. You can swear those chipmunks or squirrels or what have you are snickering from a nearby tree, but you can't seem to locate them.
Going to stab those squirrels once I find them.
Mm-hmm. Ah, man, even your 9 wouldn't even give you that, would it? You kind of like glance in one direction, probably far to the northeast. Some ways away, but there's like a little bit of light that is like coming from something. Can't quite make it out, but it's pretty far away. Anything you want to do, or are you good there?
I mean, whoever's on next watch, I might wait. Once they're up, I'm going to warn them of the lights, but...
Alright. So yeah, the watch goes on. The lights are still out there in this field somewhere. And then it's somebody else's watch. I believe it's Faustus and Shelley.
Yep. Waking up at midnight, feeling like P. Diddy.
More like
I'm going to go
4
over
in
to
the
them
morning.
real quick. Just to give you a heads up, I saw some lights. I don't think they're heading towards us, but keep an eye on them at least.
Yeah, as he kind of like points the direction out, they flicker and disappear.
I'll certainly keep an eye. Although that might just be nothing.
There's some lights over there. Maybe I should go check it out.
Shalla, I don't think it would be best for you to wander off by yourself.
Oh, you're probably right. Alright, do you want to make that perception check?
Doop 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 doop.
At least that's a different number.
That yes, it is. Okay. With a 15.
This might actually be interesting. Alright, give me a minute here, because you will see something. Yeah, let me look these up. I think this would be a fun one.
Joy? Question mark?
Yeah, all kinds of joy. Alright, let me get these.
Have you taken your joy today?
I'm about to find out. So, as you and Shella keep a vigilant watch, or as best as one can with Shella around, you kind of hear a flapping noise coming from over in this direction. And you can kind of see a silhouette of a serpentine creature.
Shala, do you see that?
Huh? Oh, what is it? And she gets ready to launch a firebolt.
Now hold on. Oh, we don't know if it's hostile.
It's a flying snake! Kill it! Let's see here. So how would this thing... I'm doing a lot of reading while we're doing this too, so let's see here. It kind of flutters into the camp a little bit. And it just kind of flutters over to your shoulder there, Faustus. Nah, it got next to you! I shall stop it! I shall swat it away! And you hear in Celestial, please calm your friend down, will you?
Shut up, please. I don't think it's here to harm us. Wait, what was that?
Ah, I knew it, it says gingerly.
That you're speaking in tongues, but
No.
But not?
No, I'm not speaking in tongues. I'm just speaking in Celestial.
But I don't know. And he kind of starts slipping into Celestial without even realizing,
Yeah. Let's see here. So the reason why I thought this would be an interesting thing is I have been kind of looking for one like your kind. What are you doing out here?
My kind, you'll have to be a bit more specific.
Aren't you Seraphin? Are you Asimar? And you're hearing this all in your head. The conversation is definitely one-sided right now.
Wait, do I know what an Asimar is?
I mean, your people know what to do with Asimar.
Okay, that's fair, but
yeah, I mean,
yeah, I should probably know enough about them.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to disappoint you, but I'm not an Asimar.
Funny, you can speak the language. You understand me. Who's your little friend there?
This is Shella. She is a companion of sorts. But that is beside the point.
Oh, indeed.
It's not possible for me to be an Asimar because, well, certainly no sort of Seraphim would give a child to my parents of all people.
What are your surface thoughts at this moment?
Just they're a bit muddled in sort of literally just trying to they're basically muddled between trying to do the math here. just thinking back to his parents, then himself, then
yeah, we're
then back to Asmodeus, and just the lines are not connecting.
yeah. Make a wisdom save at this point. You need to beat a certain DC. Oh, hmm. You meet the DC. Do you wish to fail or do you want to resist?
Does he say anything as he's trying to do it?
I see that your thoughts are befuddled. If you allow me, maybe I can assist you in sorting these thoughts. And that would be what he would say before he probed deeper.
He will let it go.
Let it go, let it go. Oh, okay. Sorry, the reaction. So he digs deeper, and at this point, he kind of like devies into your mindset, and he kind of like looks bewildered, like, really, this is not who I thought you would be. I mean, you were raised by those who are not your own kind? And you can see the snake figure kind of like tilt its head to the left and look at you funny. Funny how snake creatures always seem to find you, Faustus.
Like, kind of blushes, that then also kind of like gets angry immediately after.
Yeah. So apparently we summon a therapist. So it's so you know that it's probing into your mind, it's digging into your thoughts, and the creature can use its action to turn to make an intelligence check tested by yours. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Questions verbally directed at the creature's naturally shaped course of thought. Like, yeah, I see. There are things that this creature is examining within your mind, and it too is trying to put the puzzle together for you. And it tells you an ending as it kind of like takes a moment and says, seems like the answer lies with your mother and father, or those who you think are. You may want to check into that. But be careful. And then he looks at Shella. Oh my god, what is this little creature thinking about? And shuns quickly. Faustus, why is that worm jumping up and down?
Shada, what are you thinking about in this exact moment?
The snake answers you. Why is hand-holding being so perverted in that creature's mind? Just kind of like reaches out for your hand. You can feel her talons tickling the bottom part of your palm. Oh my god!
Faustus has taken the other hand, is pinching his nose.
Exactly. The creature continues to bewilder at the look of your, from looking at your thoughts, and then he just kind of like shakes off what he's looking at Shella. The spell ends at this point, and he says, yeah, just be careful if you approach your mom and dad, because you're not what you think you are. And I think you will find out in time. Have you had a feeling that you might sprout wings?
I've never had the sensation, although I did get this weird surge, if you will, some days ago, but I never sprouted wings as far as I know.
I was just thinking this was a good lean-in to kind of like tell your character, hey, you might be an Asmar and this ability is coming up, and that's why, so he's like bringing this up, like, well, be careful when you use that ability, but it could be a good boon. It is good to know who you are, and it was a pleasure to meet you. I will continue to look for more people like you. Take care. And it starts to fly away. You're allowed to say anything and ending if you want.
It's like, wait, please, I just... You've dropped a lot of information on me. That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you a question out of character. Would you say that you are brainwashed, or would you say that you're being charmed to an effect? Like, would something like a greater restoration break whatever this brainwashing is, or not? Like, I don't think it would. That's my personal opinion, but I just want to fish for ideals.
Like, the impression is that he has been more just misled.
Right. So it's just misleading. So that's fair.
Like very careful manipulation.
So I think what will happen is that later on this effect will probably take effect. So the creature will kind of like passively cast this on you, and it will take effect as soon as you go back to sleep. And we'll go into a dream sequence with you after you go back to rest. And the creature just says, know that you're not alone. And it will fly off at that point. Ooh, interesting. I could have had a polymorph into a human. Did not decide to do that, though. But yeah, this is an interesting feature. I will definitely have to use this more.
Incidentally, like, how is Shella reacting to the rest of this?
She is looking for a fishing pole and trying to find a hook to put him on.
Shella, no, you're not going to eat it.
No, I'll use it for bait. Can you imagine the size of the fish I'll catch with that? And look, there's a pond right there.
How about you find one of the local squirrels?
But oh, it got away.
Oh, darn.
No, right? Yeah, that creature will now be gone. Well, what did it do? I didn't hear a single word, did you? It was just staring at me funny.
I was simply mesmerized by its form, Shella.
Oh, is that why you talked to it like it was somebody else? I see how you are. I'm just warming up.
I actually want to roll this deception to see if she has enough insight.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
I need to know. Okay,
yeah,
no.
There is no way she could. She tried, but yeah, no way she can beat that. not for the lack of trying, to be honest. So, yeah, she's like, oh, okay then. And she'll go back to the fire and just keep her hands warm, as every now and then you see her like cast a firebolt in to keep the flames going. Other than
Cringes every time, but he just keeps watch.
Yeah.
Just like but still like mulling over his thoughts.
Yeah. With that, your watch does come to an end. And there is only one more person left to run the watch, and that's Ori. So
Ori,
I'll wake her up. Your turn. Shake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm up.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sleep now.
Okay.
You sure you got this?
I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
we're putting our faith in you, Ori. Don't get distracted.
Okay.
Roll a perception check. And I will roll something random to see if it makes sense.
3 displacer beasts appear.
No, it's hilarious. Like, I don't think this makes sense, but the Goblin King approaches. No. Apparently a goblin boss plus 2d4 goblins. But I don't want to do another combat scene in your nighttime watch. So, Ori, how do you pass the next 2 hours?
Again, my thing went out.
I said, how do you spend the next 2 hours getting through your watch?
I spend it lightly strumming on my guitar, humming a small song.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I read stuff while people are talking, so I might go quiet.
Oh, okay.
No problem. All right, so yeah, you play a melody, tune up your lute, was it?
Yep.
And yeah, your watch is just as quiet as certain others. Meanwhile, we will go back into Faustus real quick and haunt his dreams. I think what would actually happen is that the dream that you had that was fragmented with the call for Chris, or Christopher, I believe it was, you would actually see the visage of the woman who was screaming out. Like, instead of actually, seeing just the fragmented parts of this, you would see the person actually calling out. And you can see the familiar figures of the Dawnbreakers. Not necessarily your mother or father, but like members of their assembly, people who have garnered respect with the family. And you can see them pulling these people away. And then the camera kind of like zooms out just to know, like, there is a baby in the arms of one of these people. You get the sensation that that's you. And then it kind of like zooms back into your vision, and eventually you see the figure of a man who was forced to break this baby away from this woman who's calling for it. And he says to them who are holding her back, take her out back. You know what to do. And the call comes out again. Christopher, no, don't give me back my baby. And she is dragged off. And the baby, you are crying out, wailing. And then you eventually wake up. As with everybody else, probably in a cold sweat. However, everybody manages to get a long rest. So feel free to reset your HP, reset your abilities that require a long rest, and regain half of your hit die for your short rest. And let me just see, how long have we been trekking? I think I'm game for that. How would you guys like to level up to 6?
Sounds good.
So
That
as
sounds
you're,
like a dandy old time.
yeah.
Sure.
So what we're gonna do is, if you're gonna roll your HP for my main campaign, it is you roll, and if you get below average or below the half mark, you get half those hit dice. So you're always going to be rolling in favor of higher hit points. In most cases, in a barbarian's case, it might not be the case. I don't know, but I still roll low on
Rip.
barbarian, so whatever. But yeah, feel free to roll your hit die for that, and like I said, if it's less than half, go ahead and take half. And then you can use Charactermancer to get all of your level 6 stuff done.
It's like,
So-
I can't help but express this enough, but usually it's like, for barbarians, it's always better to roll, so it's just really unfortunate for you, Star.
I know, right? Well, it's the gnome. I blame the gnome. But yeah, feel free to add your hit dice up. And
Ooh, I have fire resistance and +1 to my bonus AC when wearing heavy armor.
all right, so make sure I use ice from now on. Got it. As you can see, I roll random, so it's all good. And if anybody wants to follow the channel, that might be enough to put Prim over 200. Or if you want to like throw a couple biddies, that'd be nice. Or subscribe to the channel so we can get Prim to 200 and ruin this campaign. I would really love it. Because I got a bad feeling it's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing here. How much XP is level 7 or level 5? The one in between 5 and 7?
Well, we don't track XP. We just do milestones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do entirely milestone.
Yep. And I figured this is a good milestone to go ahead and level you up.
Oh, that's right. It's like, well, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. This spell is gone.
Looks like you're all rolling your half anyway.
That's the second level one. Rolled low for HP.
Warren, why does
Oh,
it
so it's
say
got
it's
above.
rolling 5 equals 5?
Because I always just take average.
Oh, average, okay.
What is this? Do. I've literally never seen this spell before.
There's
It might be the...
Yeah, there's some new spells in there from Wildmount.
Yeah, I saw a pulse, but I'm like, oh, that's chrono. That's the graviturgy.
That's a dumb question for a while. I can do a multi-class now, yes?
Yeah, level 6, sure. What are you multing into?
Fighter.
Cheater. Go for it.
Mhm.
One of the worst multi-classes I hate promoting. Alright, so we're just waiting for them to level up. Do you need any help there, Ori?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lore bard, so this is your magical secrets level.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's Lore, is she? Oh, she is.
I am lore.
Well, what spells do you want to add to your spell list that are not your own?
They didn't ask me for extra.
The thing is, you can pick
Oh.
any spell from the spell list for lore bard.
Like literally any 2 spells in the game that you have spell slots to cast.
So, Meg, I have a question for you. Do you show
Yeah.
up as Celestial?
No. I'm
Okay,
still
cool.
I'm still classified as humanoid.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like we've already had this conversation.
No, that was to tell about the book. I didn't like
Oh.
when you casted that. I'm like, oh, I wonder if that would show up.
Yeah, about the book and then about the celestial part. Yeah, you still don't know because he.
No, I didn't ask about the celestial part that because I didn't think about that, but I thought that's why he casted that thing to and found out that way.
No, I just started speaking celestial to him. I had a feeling.
God, this is a... Yeah, this one makes more sense for our party.
The spells when I already went through the character mancer.
I took Cure Wounds because apparently I got rid of it. I don't know why. Oh wait, I have Cure Wounds. Why did it make me say it didn't have it? Oh, so I have to re-choose a spell. That's weird.
Hmm.
Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to double check to make sure it didn't oust my
Are
rituals.
you
Okay, no, it didn't.
like basically what you can do, Ori, is just literally look through the spell list of the levels that you can cast and just pick 2 that you want to be able to cast. Whether it's a wizard spell, whether it's a druid spell, a cleric spell, ranger spell, what have you. You can take it as your own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not going to automatically do that for you.
Okay.
So up to level 3, you can pick 2 spells from any category.
And if you need any help, just kind of like give us an idea, basically, of what kind of spells you want Ori to cast, like
Yeah.
what you kind of like want her to do.
Yeah, do you want her to have an offensive spell? Or are you looking for more utility? Or are you looking to piss me off? I mean, what do you want?
Offensive spell.
Offensive would probably be good to get Fireball.
Okay.
Piss me off, it'd probably be good to get Haste. Like, I'm not trying to be cruel about it, but you know, Haste definitely screws up a lot of my plans.
Yeah.
Well,
At least,
I think haste is already on the bard spell list. Is it?
I
forget.
don't think so. I think they have to select it.
I know that there are like certain spells that you would think the bards would be able to do, but
Yeah.
for some reason they don't.
Like another one you might want in case you want to incorporate it with your
No,
range
they don't
attack.
get haste.
You can always pick something like Swift Quiver from Ranger if you want to like make it faster to reload and fire your bow.
Well, Swift Quiver is a level 5 spell, so that might take a second.
Oh yeah, might take a while. Yeah.
Oh, so that actually reminds me. With her bow damage, was that right? Because it did 16. It looks like she has like a mod on there.
Mm.
So yeah, check the stats for the longbow.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, because I was like, how was it 16?
What is this? This is weird. So it's 1d8 plus dex, right? Somehow there was like some bracket shit that was in there too.
Right.
So I'll take that out. That should fix it.
I think it's because maybe she has the proficiency. Maybe she pulled the proficiency over. Maybe that put it there. I don't know, but it's like
There, that looks better, right?
because Lordbards don't get proficiency with longbows.
Yeah, it is a martial weapon. So we should probably
Yep.
have you rolling that without proficiency. Alright, let me take that off. So just
Yeah,
uncheck
Fireball's a good
proficiency.
like area of effect. Thunderstep is kind of like a combination of do damage and GTFO.
Yeah, get that A out of there.
And as Star said, haste, because literally play music and they just suddenly feel super peppy.
Yeah. Play a little ditty. Make a little tune. Get down tonight.
I'm now imagining a future scene where Ori and Faustus are like competing performers in a battle.
Every battle is just a rap battle.
Oh, 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 oh.
She casts
Why'd I
haste
put
on
this
you.
idea in his head?
She casts haste on you and then loses concentration right away.
It's like, joke's on you, you burnt your 3rd level spell slot today.
But that puts you in the perfect stabbing position. You're
Excuse me.
lethargic for an entire turn. How's it going? You figuring it out?
I think so.
What did you pick? Share with the class.
Fireball.
And you get 2.
I haven't chosen yet.
All right. I mean, we can leave that blank for now, right?
Yeah.
And you can figure it out.
You know, unless the the squirrels from yesterday bring an army and we have to roll into combat again.
Hmm.
In that case, I think Fireball will do a good for us.
Yeah. Okay. Fireball times 2, maybe? I don't know. No. Anyway, so you all wake up the next morning. Don't scare me like that. I thought you died.
No, Shala, I don't think I. Actually, no, it is fully possible to die in your sleep, but that's not the point.
I'll go get some water.
Actually, that might be good.
No, I'm gonna go put my armor on. It just doesn't feel right not having my armor.
Yeah, gee, I wonder who also didn't feel right having their armor off. Anybody else?
Actually, like even like Faustus even like follows Shell into the water and like literally splashes his face.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
like
he's-
nope.
Everything all right?
I frankly I don't know how to say.
How do I make this?
How do you make what?
How do I make the fireball spell? I'm
Just-
out of the character mancer, so I don't know how to.
You go into the compendium, you look up fireball, and you drag it to your character sheet, and it automatically adds it.
Oh, okay.
And then you just tell me where you want to cast it, and then I just kill people.
Oh, okay.
Unless they're devils.
And
Yeah.
you should not point it at any of us.
I mean, you can't. Like, you don't make the macro, you drag the fireball spell over. So if you're making a macro for it,
Okay.
like, delete it. Yeah, here, I'll take that away for you.
All right.
You
Thank
need-
you.
Yeah, do you know where it is? Can you drag and drop it over?
Yeah.
Here, I can help you. Oh, you got it. Yep, and then you click that. Because it's a DC saving throw,
Okay.
not an attack throw.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep in mind, pulling things from the compendium is the easiest way to set up macros because it will do it all for you in most cases.
Okay.
Moving on. So, yeah, the rest of you are waking up. Faustus and Shella are having a conversation of sorts.
So, sorry, I'm a bit out of sorts this morning.
Yeah, you act like you've seen a ghost. I know that snake thing looked pretty freaky, but
So, no, it's not because of the snake, but it might be because of the snake.
that sounds confusing. Does this have something to do with you and Surfic?
Don't say that name around me right now.
Oh, you're right. I won't.
Shell with a satisfied look on her face. It's like, yeah!
Yeah, I'm right. I won't say that name anymore. Fuck that fucker. She feels vindicated.
Although, thanks, I sort of maybe needed that distraction.
Good morning, Kronk.
Kronk jumps into the pond.
Well, Kronk can hold his breath for like an hour, so
I
he's
know,
going
right?
floating,
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
what the bottom.
Faustus gets entirely splashed with water.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Shell
have
is.
to be moving
Yeah,
fast to get splashes.
Yeah, I don't think he would splash us. He just kind of like soak into it and dive in. So yeah, Shell is just like watching
Yeah.
you from the shore. If you're fishing, make a survival. This pond has no fish in it. You might find a frog, but it quickly swims away from you.
There is something wrong with that pond.
Why?
There are no fish in it.
Maybe somebody
Maybe-
ate them all.
Yeah, maybe somebody ate them all. Maybe it doesn't connect to any other rivers or anything, so it doesn't have any. So it doesn't have any fish. It just kind of comes up from rainwater?
Maybe, but there are usually fish eggs on bird legs.
Oh, really?
That is the same way that weeds get moved around.
Oh, didn't know that.
Peter's corn dogs do not taste good, though.
Oh, okay.
Like, wait, what on earth is a corn dog?
It's a long dog.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
I guess it's a long dog like a corn.
Is it something you eat?
Yes.
I feel like I need to be paying attention right now. What happened?
Like Krunk mentioned a corn dog. Faustus, the noble that he is, doesn't know what a corn dog is and asks about it.
They make dogs with corn in them. I mean, that makes sense. You want to fatten them up.
Orin says to Arthur, sometimes I just don't understand these people.
Just kind of has his hand over his head. Yep, I agree with you there.
I swear the commoners have quite peculiar tastes.
So basically, they just fill this dog with corn and then they just stuff them in the oven. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Corn dog makes perfect sense.
I make
Yum.
corn dog, sausage, and cornmeal.
Oh, it's made out of sausage? What's sausage made out of?
Sometimes dogs.
Oh, makes sense.
Yummy.
Well, when
So-
humans make it, I suppose.
So, are we heading out the DMS?
Orin
Yeah, we
plans
can
on
head
it.
out.
Alright, so now that you are in a walking, talking situation now, go ahead and fill the front line and the back line using this location. Forward is, of course, the front. Top part is front, bottom part is back. I need to make sure Shella's reset because she got a long rest too. All right. +4 there. Oh, excuse me, the sniffles are still with me. All right, so we start trekking through the day. It looks like Arthur's in the lead. Make a perception check for us, Arthur.
What would it do?
Oh, that's not right, is it? Type that in the wrong text. All right, you're all currently on the road. Feel free to have conversation while I look to see if there's any results for this.
Well, at least for Faustus's part, he's kind of been a bit quiet during this trekking. Kind of has like that 100-yard stare. Like he's
Yeah.
not quite paying attention to his surroundings that much.
Oh, tell me about your marriage.
Oh, about the marriage? Oh, we're gonna get married as soon as I
Yeah.
get to meet his parents.
Oh boy.
Where do they live again, Faustus? And, it's like you were not even listening, and then she's like, Faustus! She, taps you on the hip. Hey, are you listening?
What?
When do we get to meet your parents?
Right, my parents, We shall meet them once our quest is done.
What an ironic thing to be asked too. Very question that haunts you at the moment. And yeah, she just kind of goes, well, it says we're done with this. It looks like we might get to go there.
Well, that's good.
What was I looking for?
I'm not really sure if that's an encounter I'm prepared for right now.
Oh, sorry, Faustus.
So basically,
It's not your fault. Although now kind of Shifty is just like, unless. No.
Someone roll me a d4 because Lazy Eyes just kicked in.
2.
Thank you. So I'll put 2 of these off to the side here. Basically, like, this might not even be an encounter, but there are a couple of boar that you noticed in the forest there, Arthur. And they seem to be just sniffing around looking for who knows what. And they haven't noticed you guys yet.
I'm going to turn.
Big ass boar.
Yeah.
Those giant
I'm
paw.
going to turn to the rest of the party, namely Shella, say, okay, everybody stay quiet. We have some giant boars over here.
Oh. I just instinctively thought somebody just put their hands on her snout.
That would have been Faustus. Just like he remembers yesterday.
All right, so there's muffled grunts, but you kind of get the gist that she says, "Okay." What else you got?
With that, I'm going to sneak these people away, or prepare to, make bacon.
So
this is like a group stealth check.
Well, I mean, depends. Does the rest of the group want us still? What's the conversation about? Do you guys decide to try to evade this encounter, or you want bacon?
Orin will look at Kronk. What do you think, Kronk?
You were talking about corn dogs earlier.
Be quiet today. Should leave us alone.
I agree.
I'm ready to be quiet.
Oh, yeah, make a group stealth check. Everybody roll stealth, and we'll take the better average. Oh, you guys are beautiful. Oh, I gotta roll for Shella, don't I?
Generally helps.
Yeah. Not too bad. Let's see what. Oh, she's terrible today, though. All right. I mean, that would put us about around a 15 or so, maybe 13. Their passive probably isn't that good. Let me double check. When a giant boar, passive perception is okay. Yeah, wow, you guys sneak right by him, no problem. Even a few of you were getting ready to like step on a branch, and you see Shella about to kick a rock, and somebody just like I think Faustus just picks her up by the nostril. She lifts up 3 feet off the air, and then you drop her back in front of the rock so she doesn't kick it.
No, I have this better scene for you. Like it actually reaches a point where he literally, just when she's about to do it, literally picks her up, and she takes it as a completely different kind of gesture.
Oh my! Yes, you hear muff. Yeah, and eventually the boar kind of like go their separate way, and the way is clear for the next couple hours. As you are traveling, the weather is starting to get a little moist, rainy, if you would. There is a small drizzle and a soft hint of, that smell of the big rainstorm about to come. So you can smell that hint of rain that's coming in. You're turning on the road. And I'm just wondering, did Krim just level up? Hold on one second. As I think for... Oh, I've been hosted by Fiberato5900. Thank you for the host. Darn, I was hoping that was going to get Krim over 200. Thank you for the host, though. All right. But you guys are, it's starting to rain a little. You continue further along on your trip. It gets to be about in the afternoon. And, if there any kind of like conversation you guys are having along this trip?
Not me.
No? All right. In that
Once
case,
they were clear of the boars, Faustus would have put Shell down at some point.
she holds your hand tighter. And at this point, you guys continue for another couple hours. The rain starts to pour. It starts to get worse than a drizzle. You can definitely get like a little torrent rain coming down. It's not terribly obscuring, but it's definitely creating some issues. But, just a rainy day today. So, yeah, and Shell is like trying to like pull some leather from the back of her pack and try to cover her head. And the rest of you, in your own way, trying to block the rain by wearing either cloaks or finding something in your packs that can help you in this endeavor. Who knows? Otherwise, you are getting soaked to the bone, and you might need to look for shelter, or you can keep going. Matter of fact, I need perception checks, and we'll just let everybody do it because it is raining. It'll be a straight roll though, because the situation will find you one way or another.
One way or another.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you.
One way or another.
All right, copyright
gonna
strike.
get ya. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right. I don't know. Changing voice might keep it. I don't know. Anyway, Ori, Arthur, and Faustus. From the south, you can hear what sounds like wagons coming in your direction.
Oh boy, I bet there's some caravans coming this way.
And you would be correct. Eventually, you do make out what looks like a caravan.
Oh boy, maybe they have things we can buy.
Or maybe, they might be able to offer us a ride to our destination out of the
Or
rain.
that.
Are they coming the direction we're wanting to go, or are they coming from where we just went?
Yeah, they're coming in the direction that you want to go. Like, they're heading towards time. In this case, north and south got misdirected. As far as I'm saying, they are coming from the east heading west, which is the same direction you guys are heading.
Now, I'm going to ask that everyone be on their best behavior. If we could convince them, that would be most fortuitous.
But who knows if they're friend or foe?
Let's see here.
I share Orin's
But
sentiment on this.
Well, if they're foe, then that's a free wagon, isn't it?
If you can kill them.
I'm debating over
Arthur,
what this-
maybe. Arthur, maybe you should be ready to jump them in case.
Fair point. Quick question: is there any trees nearby?
Make a perception check. Hard to tell. Like, you were near forest off and on, but the trees have been thinning, and it's been getting worse and worse with the rain. Can't really make out anything. There's probably no trees nearby.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna rough it and go line a ditch.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I think I'm gonna also try and go to a ditch as well.
Oh, and hide.
You can make a stealth. Ooh, lovely stealth.
Give myself guidance, and let's see if I can do this.
Nice, a 7 plus 4.
So 11.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Better than my nat 1.
All right, so Kronk, what are you doing?
Gronk's
Same
just
thing.
standing kind of in the open, looking up the sky, drinking the water, doing donuts.
All right. What about Ori and Faustus?
I think I'll step to the side and look at the sky because it's like the sky is falling. If you look up at the rain.
Shella will be alive.
Faustus.
Oh, go ahead. You go first.
Faustus is going to kind of like also stand off to the side of the road, but also like doing like a flag down motion.
Right. And Shella kind of like turns to Ori. He's like, "Are you sure you're not going to drown, are you?"
I'm not gonna drown. I'm just looking at the sky. If you look up at the sky, it's like the sky is falling.
But what? It's falling.
What?
You said the sky's falling?
No, it's like the sky is falling. If
Make
you
a
look up.
Make a persuasion check. There's reasons. This will be a future episode. Yeah, alright. So she is convinced the sky is falling. How do you combat that?
No. I don't know. You just look at up at the rain and you accept that the sky is falling.
She stares up and she shakes her fist. I don't accept this! And you better not be raining on my wedding day! Take your sky back where you came from! But meanwhile, my quick question is, because I don't know where I left this note or if I even took it, did we name any of the caravan people from the other trek?
So we did not.
No.
That makes my job easier.
Names were not exchanged.
That is great. Because basically what you see before you is similar carriages to what you found the other day. And they are returning back from the different direction. You see an old man dressed in a big old wet coat, and he's got like a little tarp over his carriage and everything, making sure nothing gets wet. But you can definitely see, like in some of these carriages, it's completely empty in the back. Some of them have been taken down to where there's nothing but like the carriage roof that's kind of like lining the trunks. But, you know, they currently don't look like they're carrying anything. Looks like they're just heading straight back to Timor. And as you flag them down, this elderly gentleman looks over to you, Faustus. Are you all right over there, lad?
So I'm afraid that we've gotten ourselves caught in the rain.
You and what army? Yeah, you all right? You need a lift?
So I would very much appreciate that if you would be so kind, good sir.
Yeah, how many are there? I see 3 of you over here. Is that it?
Oh, just the others have gone rummaging. I'll quickly go find them. They were hoping to find some shelter.
I'll let you guys put the tarp back up on the roof of this carriage if you guys want to hang out in there. Hurry along.
It's call it like, Oren, Arthur, are you still there?
Yep.
So we've been given board.
Oh, wait, I remember you.
Oh, it's good to see you all made it safe here.
Yes, that taking that other route instead of dealing with the demons was head on. Thank you for that information.
You're most welcome.
You guys headed to Timor proper? Yeah, hop in back. We'll go ahead and take you there.
Thank you very much for your help. We always appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much.
Shella jumps out and points at the sky. The sky is falling, though. You need to be careful. Ah, what is that?
Don't be bothered by her. She is my charge.
Jesus. Instantly, hearts in her eyes.
Oh, God.
And basically, everybody's allowed to get on the back of these carriages. Set up a tarp that to like create the roofing for the carriage so that the rain doesn't hit you all. And currently, you are in a drier situation than you were.
Yay!
Thank whoever I should thank.
Ah,
It was
what's
a
that
good
you
thing that we're
said?
able.
Go ahead.
It's like, oh, nothing, just thanking our lucky stars.
Well, luckily they listened and didn't go to the past that chapel.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the entire 24 hours that passed before others could learn this information.
Hmm. Let's see here. What name do I want to use for him? I kind of stick.
Okay, guys, I've got to go for the night.
Oh yeah, how are we doing on time? Ooh, that's not good. We still had an hour to go.
I'm sorry.
All right, we'll put you in NPC mode.
Okay, and then next week I might not be here because my parents are in town.
All right, well, we'll talk about it later. Thank you.
All right.
All
It's
right.
sir, I don't believe we caught your name the last time.
What? This rain is pretty loud out here. What did you say?
Your name, good sir. We didn't hear your name last time.
My name?
Actually.
What's your name?
My name is Oren.
My name
female
is
name?
Faustus.
They call me Bulbous.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance once again.
Yeah, welcome. And I need to make note of that now.
Yeah, and probably just like with the loud rain, just like an extended conversation with the men probably was.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of what? Huh? What? And yeah, you guys are welcome to have more conversation if you want. But yeah, you guys are pretty much taken care of for most of this trip, so kind of like giving you a chance to break out the role play if there's things you need to say to each other, and at the same time get you prepared for Time War Kingdom.
Well, what is the objective once we get to Time War for everyone? We should probably plan that, I would think.
That is actually a good question.
Well, based on the information that you've given us, well, we at least know the general location, but as far as finding the group themselves, that might prove to be a greater challenge. I suggest that perhaps we scope around the local area to see if we can catch traces of them.
Right, last time we gained information from the tavern. But we also need to gain information on what the twin is. So maybe I would think if they're looking for that and this group is about summoning demons, maybe the local temple might be a place that might have knowledge.
Or even just as well, perhaps. I mean, I wouldn't have really studied this sort of thing while I was at the estate, but perhaps they have a sufficient library that maybe holds a clue?
Yeah, that might be another way. Maybe if we can find the history of it, but we don't know exactly what it is or who it is. But I feel maybe the temple might be a place to find that information, because it could be anything or anyone, really.
Yes, we haven't really quite determined whether it's actually a person or if they're a pair of objects. But at any rate, it's like, I do agree with potentially seeking out assistance from the temple. And I'm sure that we should be so fortunate enough to find another tavern with one of the more unscrupulous sorts. We might be able to gain information on at least perhaps not the twins, but perhaps on the hill itself.
Well, they probably have a warehouse, just like in the last place, Dragonspine. So maybe that's what the information we need to find is where their warehouse is located.
Well, remember that this is a major city. That it's not like we'll be able to narrow down their location as well as we did in Dragonspine.
True.
Just gotta look for the quest.
And the other thing is, we have to be careful on who we talk to, because we don't know if they have spies in the area.
Hmm. I suppose if we do go asking around, how should we propose it?
Well, we might want to ask the guards about any missing children or people in general. We still do have this list as well, but we haven't really been able to make heads or tails of. It might give information as well. So maybe if we show the list to the guards, maybe it'll match maybe missing people or children in the area.
Is that it was chronological.
Correct.
But apart from that, yes, it would be most unfortunate though if some of these people have been missing for, well, potentially several weeks, as I'm afraid that the trail might go cold. However, if any one of these is more recent, then we might have a chance of finding them.
Right. We do need to we need to find a lead. That's probably the most important thing, is finding a lead. Just one lead, and then that may help us direct us in what direction to go.
Arthur, Kronk, do you have any insights?
I think we need to find the bad people.
Why didn't
Yes,
you ask me?
Excellent idea.
Why didn't you ask me? I could have had some insight.
Because I was saving you for last?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Continue.
I think everybody here knows my opinion on this.
I don't.
Personally, just give me a sword and
What's your
I don't care
opinion
who
on
it
this?
is.
Oh,
Actually, Arthur, I have a good idea now.
That would be.
So I think we need to try and find one of the members. I have a cloak and a pendant from the previous cell. Maybe if I'm wearing this, maybe it can draw attention of one of their members. If we could find them and kill them, or maybe interrogate them, then you can change into them. We can gain access that way.
Yes, but guess the question is, would they recognize your face?
I don't know. It doesn't have to be me. It could be you, maybe.
Yes,
I don't think they will recognize me.
I would say, just to be safe, should probably be the one that does it. The question is who?
I could do it.
No.
Why not? I could help.
You're too suspicious. I'm pretty sure they'll know if the kobold belongs there.
Is that true, Faustus? Am I suspicious?
Faustus, maybe you should. You have a way with words.
Yes, but how would I be able to? How would I exactly be able to pass as one of theirs without? We would. I think, regardless, we would need to find appropriate information.
True, but again, I'm not good at sneaking around. Which it might be better off being me then, because I'm not able. I'm just not good. With me wearing my armor, I can't really sneak.
Well, I suppose one potential option is that, well, frankly, I do still suspect that this sort of operation, I sincerely doubt that the nobles are ignorant of it. I could just as easily sneak into one of their local gatherings and see if I can collect information there.
True, because the thing is, we never did find that noble. Well, actually, because we never went to that location.
Well, actually,
The tavern owner gave us.
Above table, I actually don't even think Amara mentioned the noble to
No,
us.
no. So this is the noble on the note, because we were thinking about going to
the noble on the note.
out. Yeah. So the tavern owner recognized one of the names on the list, and it was noble, and he was outside of town, but it would have been probably out way of the path we had to go, but we never went there, I think.
Oh, that's right, because we were in a time crunch.
Yeah, we were in a time crunch, so we didn't go that way, so we actually never found that noble. So knowing that, maybe the noble you going to the nobles would probably be a good idea, because you'd possibly find someone there with information.
Yeah, so back down into the table. It's
Ow.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm most certain I could fit right in.
Yes. Do you think they'll know your name around here, Dawnbreaker?
Well, it's been sort of hit or miss whether others recognize my name. For whatever reason, the one at the guild recognized it, but most others seem to be ignorant of it in this country. But I have the pedigree regardless, and kind of like shows his signet ring. No one but a Dawnbreaker would own this.
Good. So we have a few plans.
And should you need backup, I'm always an option. I can literally be anybody at any one. As long as
I agree. I think maybe you should take Arthur with you.
How would you consider yourself a charismatic person?
I can be if the situation is needed.
Don't you get too close to Faustus.
Shella, are you jealous of Arthur?
Well, he gets to hang out with you. Of course I'm jealous.
Well, do you think I got jealous every time that you were consorting with your clutch?
Especially the inventor.
Those are family. I had to take care of them.
Well, friends are a sort of family, are they not?
I don't know if I can trust him yet.
Do you trust me?
She shyly says, yes.
Well, I trust them. So if you trust me and I trust them. Okay.
Yeah. I was just going to say, she goes, yes. And then you get insider.
I'll laugh if this is low.
No, this is low.
12.
Okay. You believe it genuinely that she is in the same ballpark as you are.
like, well, if you trust me and I trust them, could you perhaps trust them because you trust me?
Okay, if you say so.
So you're a good girl, Shella. Never let anyone tell you otherwise.
Indeed. Or Betty. So yeah, she kind of like.
But
lets
yeah,
you
so
have-
long as you can look the part, I think it will be just as easy to bring you into the situation as well.
Yeah, well, if you want, like, you can still be having this conversation, and you spend the next, half day traveling through caravan, and the next morning you expect to be there by noon at the city proper. So either we can montage it because I do want to kind of like get you there, and you're kind of like in a secure location with these people, or if you want to do another watch, we could do another watch.
I'm good with montage.
Montage.
Montage it is.
Yeah.
Montage it. Very well. You guys continue.
Roll
the next
that
day.
beam footage.
Yep. We go through the entire night watch. Nothing happens. Fortunately, the dice rolls in your favor for once. It's been rolling pretty good, to be honest. And yeah, we managed to get another long rest in. So if you expended anything yet, you're back to normal again. And about noon the next morning, or right before noon, you can see the leering gates on the eastern side of Timor Kingdom City. And yeah, I kind of like brought you to this page to be like a preview. But down here below, you kind of slowly start entering into the gates. And as soon as you guys enter in, you can't help but notice several carriages lining this one street all the way to like up to here. Like it's going for like 2 blocks. And each of these carriages, you can just see wheels and wheels of cheese being loaded. The old man kind of like turns over his shoulder, not actually talking at you, and he's like, "That's weird. Why are they loading up all that cheese?" And then he drives further into the city.
I wonder if it's going to Dragonspine.
He approaches a tavern somewhere at the cross of this next street. And he says, "Well, this is as far as we can take you. I'm sure you have plenty exploring to do. Thank you so much for joining us, and you've been lovely company."
Thank you for your help. We appreciate it.
And you are all dropped off in front of the Broken Tusk Inn. You wish to enter, or do you have other agenda you want to take care of?
Well, the inn might be a good place to ask for information on where we need to go.
We might even ask about local events. This is a city, after all.
Yes. And maybe a good place to ask about different people that we might need to find. So let's go here, I think.
If I'm to go to some sort of noble event, I will need to be able to look the part, so I will be back in an hour. I cannot promise that nothing illegal will have been done.
Are you gonna break
As
the
I-
law?
Shush!
Why?
You heard nothing from...
Asking an
I
honest
grab
question.
her. I grapple her. Put my hand over her.
Yeah, fair.
And I tell her, Shella, shut up.
Now, Arthur, remember our conversation from before. As long as it doesn't lead back to us, do what you need to.
Can do. Also, let me just kind of do a thing here real quick. Or as he just saying, flip a coin real quick. Alright. I know I'm looking for here. All right, I'll be back in about an hour.
Okay, we might not be here in an hour, but we'll let the innkeeper know where we're heading.
All right.
All right,
so
sounds good. And with that, I'm going to head off into the city, look for tailor shops.
All right. I'll need an investigation check from you here, and then the rest of you are going into the tavern, right?
Just long enough to get a room.
At the very least, I guess, like, what do we see as we walk into the inn?
Yeah, I'm about to get there. I just want to make sure you guys were doing that. Let's see. So what you see inside this tavern here is a green skin, one tusk on his lip, and an unkempt, sprawling black hair of a half-orc. It seems quiet for the most part, or this gentleman does, and he always makes sure he's heard when it's time to pay. Okay. You see a human woman wandering around, red hair, green eyes, and she just kind of like notices you coming in. Ah, welcome. Come on in. Welcome to the Broken Tusk Inn. How can we help you? You need drinks?
Hello.
If you need drinks, join the fashion at the bar. He'll be more than happy to hook you up. Anything else, like a meal or something, let me know. I can take your order.
Oh. Well, we just arrived in town,
Oh, well, lovely.
and we just might need to find some information. We're wondering if you know where's a good location to ask around for information.
I mean, you're in a tavern. Always good to get info here. What are you asking about?
Well, I was hoping to know about any local events that would be more akin to my taste.
Let's see.
Just kind of like
here.
stares at her with this pretty boy pretty boy look.
Yeah, she's thinking. Most recent events lately. There's been some council meetings up at the castle, but those are for fancy people like yourself, I imagine. Maybe that's something you're into.
It's like, oh, that would be most delightful. Would you perhaps know where I could get more information on the event?
There's a noblewoman known as Rissa, Lady Rissa, if you will, Rissa. If you were to locate her estate and have a conversation with her, maybe she can invite you into one of those council meetings, or at least one of her parties.
Oh yes, that would be, I think, a delightful evening.
I could probably tell you how to get there if you need it.
Oh, that would be most helpful, if you please.
Well, please, just here, have a seat over here. And she kind of like directs you to a table, and I'll go I'll get a napkin and I'll write it down for you. Is there anything you guys want to do while she's looking for all that?
Are there, besides her and the orc, is there other people in the tavern as well?
A few, scattered few. Let's see. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's more than a scattered few. We are looking at noon hours, so yeah, there are probably guards in here that are off duty having lunch. You see a few workers like people who are working a smith or a factory of sorts, kind of like come in here cozying up, just grabbing a meal and some drinks. In total, there's probably about 8 different people in here at the moment, and looks like 2 more are just about to walk in, so the crowd kind of like adjusts accordingly.
Okay. No one with like a cloak at all.
That requires a perception check.
Okay. Let me roll that. Guidance. Yep. And then perception. 15.
Not a single soul wearing what you're looking for.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, mostly workers and citizens here. But yeah, she comes back and she has like this big old directional for you, like take a left here, go north 3 blocks, go up north 2 more blocks from the right, blah blah blah. It's got like a little direction, and it'll guide you to Rissa's estate on the north side of town, close to the castle keep.
Oh, yes, I do believe this should be most helpful. Thank you so much, miss.
No problem. Yes, sir?
Could you tell me where the local temple is? And then also the blacksmith as well.
Oh, you guys are definitely new to town if you're asking all these questions.
Yes, just literally just arrived.
Oh, well, welcome to Castle, or Timor City. The Temple of the Wind is held by Fulton Meyer. I don't know if you know him or not, but he's a pretty good old upstanding dwarf. You can catch him, and she kind of like jots down some additional directions over in this direction. And probably Smith-wise that I would recommend are probably the Steel Knight.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Do you have a quest board in town?
Quest board? There's an adventure guild here, yes.
Do you know where it is at?
Let me check here real quick. Does she know where it is at? And do I have it written here somewhere? Okay, I think she tells you it's like 2 blocks to the east and a block south of that. Like, she does give you some fairly easy directions to follow to get there, and you're fairly close.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Is there anything else I can do for you all?
No, thank you very much for your help.
Although, rooms would be appreciated if you'd be so kind.
Oh, rooms, definitely. There are only, let's see, about 2 go tonight.
So I'll give her 2 gold.
Everybody give her 2
Gold.
gold.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, she will go to the counter, and then the half-orc just kind of like grumbles a bit, hands her several keys, and she brings them back to everybody who gave her 2 gold. You all get a key to a room that's yours and yours alone. And she directs you, okay, if you get tired, need a rest, do whatever, the rooms are upstairs. There's 3 floors. Yours will be on the first floor, so go ahead and set yourselves up whenever you're ready. And
Thank you very much.
I'll go ahead and have a meal prepared for you since that comes with your room.
Do you have the freshest greens?
I can definitely make sure they look for them.
Staka, yes, we're very much looking forward to your hospitality.
Well, then you guys sit tight and I'll be right back. And she'll run off and get you guys some special lunch that's happening. But at the meantime, is there anything else you guys are talking about before I go see what's up with our other friend?
I don't. I'm just gonna say that she's very pleasant.
It's like, well, I'm sure part of it is that she's being paid to do it, but you can't really blame her.
Customer service is important.
Oh, but of course.
Here we go. So, as far as additional information about the Advertonus Steelward chapter, this guild is noted by the Steelward family that created a long line of jobs from slaying monsters, excavation, and trade transport, and more. There is a half-elf clerk that you will need to check in with. So apparently I didn't have like a specific location, but there you go. Found my notes. Congratulations, Star. Goat Star. Nice. Alright. So let's go see what Arthur's up to, shall we? So you rolled a 21 investigation, right? You're just looking for a clothing store, is that right? Arthur, are you there?
Yeah, one that would be able to do noble clothings as well.
All right, you find a location called Botany Boutique. It's a little bit in the northeastern district of the area, and a charming woman named Chelsea greets you and asks what you're looking for.
Hello, I am looking for something that would maybe fit something of a more higher standard.
Oh, what are you looking for?
See, being vague's not going to do it here. Looking for something more akin to a noble's clothing.
Ah, yes, have several of those here. She shows you various mannequins that have male and female wardrobe, like fancy dresses and suits.
I'm also, let me check into it. How much is this going to run me in the first place?
Depends upon how much you want done, my dear. Like if we're doing the whole outfit there, trousers and shirt coat and everything else, maybe even a top hat, it could come up to at least 50 gold. But depending
Well
upon
then,
how fancy you want to get.
I don't think I'm.
She starts taking.
I did not think to ask. Yeah. I'm sorry. Trying to think of how much money I have here. Yikes.
Yikes. That's not
I'm gonna
good.
need to. I'm gonna need to do some ramen after this.
Well, you can always
the fast lane from LA to Tokyo.
You can always pay for it when the order's done if you want me to go ahead and get started on it.
Yes. How long would that be? How long would that take?
She pulls your arm down and starts measuring the length of your arm. I don't know, probably a day or two. Early payment always does encourage faster work.
Okay, well, I have both me and my wife I need to consider for as well.
Oh.
I'll pay you 50, half for mine and half for hers.
Well, be sure to bring her down here so that I can get her measurements.
She will. If I'm too busy to handle that right now, I will be sure to send her with as I just randomly pull out the let's pull out 2 things of ball bearings. I'll send her with these if I'm unable to make it.
That's an odd thing to be sending with her, but very well.
With that, I'm going to hand over the 50 gold, and right, I'm going to go con someone else the money real quick.
Sounds like a plan. So yeah, she takes
just, real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to drop me down to 74 gold.
Oh no!
All right.
Running out. Just real quick. Okay. All right. So yeah, she takes your gold. She has your measurements as you were talking. She was quickly resolving that issue so that she didn't have to worry about it. And she kind of like asked, "What colors do you want it to be?"
I don't know. I'm thinking something more darker. Maybe black with some. I don't know. What would be a good accent color in your opinion?
Gold goes good with a lot of things. Red as well.
Yeah, we'll do some black and gold on both of them. Or if my wife has some other opinion on that, she can display that more with you.
Very well then. Well, I'll get started on this right away then. Take care.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna head out into just the kind of the streets. What seems to be the most common race here?
Hold on one second. Common race, humanoids mostly. Good portion of half elves, followed by maybe elves and dwarves in a minority mix from just a glance. Don't see many dragonborn, but maybe one or two.
Okay. So I am going to quickly just find a random shop. Does not matter, just as long as it's not the same tailor shop that I just was at. That is far away from it.
Okay, let me go see what I got. Oh, I think I know just the place. Continue.
Quickly duck into a back alleyway, change into someone else that looks more official. Doesn't matter who.
Alright, so you have an option. You can jump into. Well, are you going to these shops to scam them or what? Or
Scam them out more tax money.
Alright, so we got Blarney's Instrumental Music Shop. We got the Laughing Parrot, which is an inn. And then there's a Arcanium known as Relays Arcanium.
I'll take the Arcanium. They sound like might have some more money.
Alright. You head to the Arcanium, and there's like a big old sign that says Relays Arcanium here. And as you enter in, the doorbell rings. Then all of a sudden there's a light, like the light spell, hovering above your head. There's a halfling with red hair comes out from behind. He's like, "Oh, hello there! Come on in. I can see you over there. Come on up. Hey, come on, come."
Greetings, Master.
Yes. Now, how's you doing? What can I get for you, sir?
Well, we have a bit of an official matter.
Oh, what's...
See, we here at the Treasury were going through our tax revenues recently, and we went through and saw that you were running a bit short on taxes. It's not by much.
That's odd.
Just a mere 15
paid
gold.
15 gold, is it? Well, that can't be right. Well, here, okay, make a persuasion.
Persuasion or... Okay.
Deception, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I'm proficient in both, but I'll take the deception.
Yep, sounds good. Let's see here. We'll give him +2. Well, hold on. Let me get that out for you real quick. 15 gold. I can't believe I was off. Well, here you go. 15 gold. There's a shine in the bucket. You have a... Oh, boy. Make sure that I get a receipt for that, please.
Yes, you can real quick. I pull out some paper and write up as much as I can, look official document. I unfortunately do not have a forgery kit.
Interesting. Make another deception then. Okay, he doesn't look into it too hard. He's like, all right, well, there you go. Thank you. Could I interest you in some items?
What else do you have around the shop, to be exact?
Well, I have a broom that flies. I have wands that shoot magic. Don't work for me, though, unfortunately.
What about anything that can increase a person's dexterity?
I don't know why you would want more dexterity, my good sir. But no, I don't think I have anything like that.
Yeah. Well, if you do happen to have something, do please let me know. I think our business here is concluded.
And with that, I'd like to thank the Swindler's Den for coming in and raiding us. Hello, swindlers! I've just been swindled. And thank you for the follow. If we can get Krim to 200, I can ruin these guys' career, if you know what I mean. The deck of many things. But at any rate. So, yeah, you get 15 gold off him. He tells you he has no items that can improve dexterity. Not that he knows of. And is there anything else you want to do?
Nope. I'm gonna go back out into the streets and I'm just gonna randomly pickpocket someone. That looks like they have a lot of money.
All right, make a perception check. Let's see if you can find a mark. Hello, abnormal alchemist. Hello, Nissa 88. $21. Let's see. A noble, surely, and a very fine-looking noble at that. A female woman walks with a parasol, black dress, white trimming, and you can see her purse just dangling off to the side of her left arm. Nonchalantly, unprotected, unguarded, and only one single male escort with her who seems like a sniveling slime of the world. Somebody you expect who just snivels up and sucks up to this woman just to get into her favor, just so he can be around her. At least, that's what your first impressions are. I could say that. What would you like?
No point in holding up. I'm just gonna walk by and quickly try a pickpocket.
Alright, do you want to roll a stealth included, or do you just want to just casually walk by and make it look natural?
Do I trust my sleight of hand?
Options.
I don't think I trust my sleight of hand right now, so I'm gonna stealth.
Alright, go for it. Okay.
And sleight of hand, yes.
Yep. Do the sleight of hand. And let's say you're able to walk away with 21 gold pieces. Unnoticed.
Okay.
Unhindered. There you go.
All right, with that, I'm going to quickly get myself away from there as naturally as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and duck down an alleyway. And just as an added precaution, I'm going to quickly swap into a human female and go back by that shop with 2 ball bearings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you must be the wife I was told about.
Yes, hello. My husband told me to come by here. You are working on outfits for a sort
Oh,
of
yes.
soiree in a few days.
Yes, and she's already grabbing a tape measure and taking your measurements. Odd. Now, what I need to know is, what's your color set? Like, he chose black and gold. Is that okay with you as well?
Oh, that actually sounds lovely. Thank you.
No problem. You want a fancy dress with the bells, or do you want something more closer to the hips?
I'm wanting something a bit more modest, and maybe somewhere close to the hips would work.
A little bit of both. Ooh, very interesting. I can work with this. All right, well, give me a day or so. Did you have further payment for this, or do I expect that upon arrival?
Actually, I have the rest of that payment here. Let me quickly dig that out for you. And with that, I'm going to dig out the last 50 gold I owe her.
All right. Yo, well, then I should have this first thing in the morning. Hopefully. If no, shenanigans happens between now and then.
All right, well, thank you. And please, let us know. We'll be staying over at the, what was the inn that we arrived at initially?
Broken Tuscan.
No, we'll be staying over at Broken Tuscan.
That place. Ugh. My condolences. But I will keep that in mind.
Well, thank you. With that, I'm going to give her a little small bow and walk on out.
All right. And you plan to return at this point, or?
Yeah, I'm going to head on back to the tavern / inn.
All right. Yep. So everybody's been given rooms and dinner, and your ally returns from his trip. Are we in the
Welcome,
tavern?
Arthur.
Yeah, go.
Oh, I was going to say I didn't actually swap back, but okay.
Oh,
no.
mind.
Yeah, that's the case. Never mind. I'm just saying you return. You can tell me how you return. I just kind of like opening the floor up. So
Okay,
you
I'm just
walk.
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in, kind of keep an eye out for Orin or Faustus or someone else I would recognize. And just kind of nonchalantly go over to them. I have absolutely no idea if I'm using that word right.
Okay, yeah, you casually walk up to them, and they're sitting at a table, still talking, right, or eating.
Yeah, probably.
So they've been presented with meals, some salad, some steak and potatoes, and any other little things you could think of, like mashed potatoes or maybe some macaroni or something. But you approach. What do you say?
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him and say, "Hello, Orin. Have we gotten everything arranged, or do I need to arrange some of that myself?" I should also note that Arthur's weapons are still on her person.
Okay, so and you're in the same clothes, right?
I mean, no, not really, because I needed to at least change something up for the tailor. So,
Well, I would recognize the silver sword because I made that for you. So I'd be like, Arthur?
well, technically the name's Elizabeth, but in a sense, yes.
Oh, hello, Elizabeth. How did your adventure go?
Well, I'm currently working on something for a little thing that Faustus had mentioned, and this feels extremely uncomfortable. I'll be right back. I'm just going to slip outside into an alleyway, come back in, change back into Arthur.
So, yes, I could have warned you about the corsets.
Oh no, it's not that at all. It's just been. Oh, wait, voice back. No, it's not that at all. It's a little bit strange doing that around people. If it's someone I haven't met, then it's one thing.
Would you
Where did that
rather
girl
us call
go?
you-
Sorry, Gronk. Go ahead.
Would you rather us call you Arthur when you are the other way?
No. It helps keep the disguise up more.
Wait, that was Arthur? But I thought that was Elizabeth. Where'd she go?
Yes. With that, he just gets a little bit of a devilish smile mentally.
Yeah, because she doesn't know squat about you.
Well, Elizabeth's my wife, and
Wait, you're married?
well, we have.
Look,
Right,
Faustus, we
yes,
have an example to go off of now.
I'm
Just
going to
like you
give.
like you just hear
Give-
like the like rusty gears turning as Faustus turns his head toward Arthur.
Yeah, I'll let you know about everything later, Faustus. But no, we occasionally have this weird thing we do, is where we occasionally swap places, just to mess with the people we're around, and we
No,
claim that
that's
we're the same person.
That's no fair. Where's Elizabeth at? I want to talk to her.
She is currently out getting food.
Well, that's a shame. But they got food here. Did you not tell her? Or did you not tell her when she left? They got food here.
Well,
Actually, I think if you're quick enough, you might be able to catch up with her. She's at the market, I believe.
Make a persuasion check. Because she will go. I would, but
That's a
I'm a
10.
little busy. I'm a little busy right now. As she holds Faustus' hand.
All right, I'll let her know that you are interested in talking.
Okay. Don't want to leave Faustus here all alone.
Well, actually, Shala, would it be possible if I could speak with Arthur alone for a moment?
But make persuasion.
Okie dokie.
Anything for you, Faustus. And she'll wander off to the bar.
Yeah, just kind of like grabs Arthur by the arm and like pulls him over.
What is this nightmare you
Yes,
have
did-
wrought upon me? No. That was me. Sorry.
It's like, are you trying to make this situation worse for me?
No. Sorry about that, but no, well, actually, technically, S19 married. It's complicated.
Something you want to talk about?
Yeah, you kind of see him get slightly visibly distant a bit. No, I don't think so.
Yes, I get the message. Could you at least bring any good news?
Well, in the event that this whole soiree thing, or whatever you want to call it, goes through, I have 2 sets of disguises ready. 1 male, 1 female.
It's well, it just so happens that we might be able to get ourselves an invitation from one Lady Rissa. Apparently there, in addition to like various parties, it also appears that they call them council meetings.
Yes.
If we're able to play our cards right, we might even be able to get into the council meetings.
Can I make a history check to see if maybe the name is familiar?
Yes, please.
Well then.
Apparently know all about the bitch.
Well, let's not call her a bitch yet. Lady Rissa has a very fine taste, and if it wasn't for the queen herself, she would probably be one of the most powerful women in this region. But she's only trumped by the queen herself, it seems. But she is in charge of a lot of noble efforts, and some of them may have been shady in the past too. There has been, in your line of work, knowledge that she has had a confrontation with a woman known as Minerva. You don't know all the details, but she was looking for items for this woman at one point. And maybe word of mouth of that got to you through the grapevine. So there wasn't really anything particular, but you do remember the item. She was looking for what people call miasmic shards. But this was about 6 or so months ago.
Interesting. Name sounds familiar. I should probably discuss something with Orin real quick.
Very well then. I do thank you for your effort in this for your part in this effort.
Yeah, that is absolutely all right. Oh, and just on the down low. If you need me to get rid of a problem for you, I don't have a very large moral disposition to murder and people going missing.
Bastards, are you still talking to over there? As we are reminded of what he's actually talking about.
Be free of charge.
I'll keep you in mind. However, I'm afraid that as much as it pains me, Shala is off limits, I'm afraid.
All right, if you say so.
No
Did
matter
he just
how
say I was
much
off limits? Sorry, no, continue. She didn't hear that.
Like, no matter how much it kills me on the inside.
Oh, true love.
just like shudders.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, we can come up with a final scene here if you guys want, as we got about 15 minutes left, or we can call it early. It's up to you. But seems like we got some ideals in play. You did want to speak to Orin. You know what? I want to hear that conversation. Let's do that.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna quickly go over to them.
Not very far.
And
at the same table, right?
Yeah.
I'm also going to quickly make a perception check, make sure nobody is around that I don't want hearing this conversation.
Yeah, make a perception, and if anything, I'll give you new information about who's in the tavern as well.
Sounds good.
Nice.
So,
All right.
some of the guards have gone back to work, and then there's a few people who come in. They look a little bit more up in the neighborhood, upper class people who are more clean. And then there is a particular individual with silver hair, red garments that kind of like indicate his nobility of some sort. But the outfit doesn't look totally noble-ish. But it seemed like it was made for a noble. It's kind of conflicting. But this gentleman comes in, and you can see a sword strapped to his left hip, and he just kind of like travels up to the bar and just kind of like makes an order. As far as anybody paying particular interest in your conversation, you don't think anybody is. As far as like people sitting around you, I think you guys are pretty much isolated at this point. Like, should be able to have a very hushed conversation without anybody interrupting.
So, Orin, I have a quick question for you. You said that one of you found a miasmic shard, correct?
Yes, I do. It's on my back right now in my case.
Well, just had a conversation with Faustus, and apparently one of the people we're getting ready to meet's been looking for these.
That's
one
interesting. Why?
Rizzo. I had that right, yes.
Yeah, if you need to actually, here, I'll type it.
That's interesting that they're looking for the miasmic shards. I wonder why they want them.
I don't know. I think it had something to do with word of mouth. Has it that was apparently induced with someone named Minerva.
Minerva?
Make a religion check.
I already know that one.
Oh, do you? All right. Cool.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing with Scarlet.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Right. Yeah. Minerva, yeah. She ascended to godhood. She's the goddess of chaos.
So it's probably nothing.
Well, apparently those shards were part of freeing her or her ascension or whatever. But the shards are still powerful. They hurt Kronk, after all, with Kronk just touching the damn thing.
It is a very owl stone.
Want to keep that close then?
Are they talking about me, Faustus? I can't hear you.
Sometimes I just want to kill her.
I just made the offer to Faustus. That doesn't seem to be going through anytime soon.
I should have just left her to die, but I had to revive her. Had to heal the damn thing.
By the time you're done with my campaigns, you're going to want to kill every kobold you come across.
With pleasure.
That's sick. Dis calling her a thing, by the way.
What?
Anyways, just for now, just try to put her off your mind. But keep that in mind. I'm going to still go through with this idea with Faustus, and hopefully everything will come out just fine on that.
Well, the thing is, I found the miasmic shard in a warehouse for the Hill of Might. So if she was looking for it, I wonder if the one I found is one that she wanted.
It's good to know. Go with a dagger strapped to the boot.
So so this woman you're meeting must have some sort of connection, maybe with the hill, possibly. So be careful.
I've been in the line of murdering for about quite a few years.
I have no problem with that. As long as we deal with these, I feel like they're cultists. Whatever they have to be stopped. We have to destroy them.
All right. With that, how about we
Agree
call
there.
that scene, and we'll pick up on this next week. You guys good with that?
I'm good with that.
Yep.
All right. So there
Next
you go.
time
my
on
friend.
Pokemon Journeys.
Yes, there shall be a chaotic calling to be heard, as we will soon discover if Lady Rissa is having visitors and whatnot. So look forward to that. And also, there's a big cheese wagon going on outside of the skirt of town. I wonder what that's about.
Dragon spine.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to throw it away until you actually go find out. So, other than that, my friends, join us tomorrow, 7 p.m., where we go back to the mystery of Whisper Hills, where I play as a player as Squiggles the Wiggles, and I have no idea what these clowns are doing on the weekends. Apparently, there's more sessions happening that can influence the world. I'll just get even if things get rough. It's fine. I control 3 sessions too, so. Wednesday is our Curse of Strahd. All these start at 7 p.m. Central, so join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Or join us Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Curse of Strahd, where we have left Ravenloft and are heading back to Vallaki for all I know. So that's going to be interesting, and we're going to see how that ends. Moving on from there, Thursday and Saturdays are usually my days off, so if I stream, it will be a variety stream. So if there's a game worth playing together, I will definitely look into finding some friends from our community, and we can play some games together. Final Fantasy XI, Jova servers, probably something I'm going to get back onto soon. I've been playing a little bit of Black Desert on my off time, but I'm not sure you guys want to watch me play that boring game, right? On Friday is our open roleplay at 5 p.m. Central. If you're watching, you can join this open roleplay. All you have to do is type !RP in Twitch chat, or type !Discord, join our Discord, and then find out the information from the Discord channel itself. Either way works. 5 p.m. Central on Fridays. And then Sunday is our sub-only campaign, where if you are subscribed to the channel, you like our open roleplay but don't like the rules, well, we kind of like lift the restricting rules, like summoners and stuff like that. And you could try out a few of the new classes from Wildmount, the Guide of Wildmount. So you could definitely check that out. Sunday, it's a sub-only, so you have to subscribe to Twitch, and then join our Discord, and then connect the two, and then you're automatically entered in to join our sub-only channels. Like I said, join us next week, Monday, for more chaos in Elsparia, as these lovely adventures continue to explore Timor Kingdom proper. And with that, I shall bid you adieu and allow these guys to go ahead and say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook. Say goodnight.
Ciao, night.
Nighty night.
And with that, do you guys hear that calling? You know, the chaotic calling. Stay tuned. We're going to find somebody to raid, and we'll be back tomorrow. So stay put for raiding, and we'll get you some more cookie clusters.